intelligence to recognize their eternal religious duties. Ekadasi is the embodiment of pious merit, the destroyer of sins, the encourager of devotion to Vishnu, and the bestower of the topmost spiritual destination. The Supreme Lord of the universe has personally manifested in the form of Ekadasi. Ekadasi is a potency emanating from Lord Vishnu that is unlimited and that pervades the entire universe. One should accept only the vow of pure Ekadasi and should reject Arunodaya Vida or Dashami Vida Ekadasi. Ekadasi polluted by Dashami. Ekadasi mixed with Dashami is considered to be contaminated with all of the sins of the three worlds. Now we might wonder why many times we keep on, stressing this part. The Dashami mixing with the Ekadasi should be rejected because the demons and atheists take shelter of Ekadasi mixed with Dashami. That's why we should not do it. Bhagavan bestows the desired result only on one who fasts on Ekadasi connected with Dwadasi. If the Ekadasi, we have a sun and the moon calendar, right? Now this is determined by both. Both are essential. Like we have two noses, right? We breathe on both noses. One is influenced by the sun, one is influenced by the moon. If influenced by the sun, like right one, if it's there is a blockage, you get the cold. And if you blockage in the left one, moon, you get this fever. It's amazing. Even though physiologically there is no difference, looks like both same, but the functioning, the effect is really amazing. So same way, the Ekadasi mixed with the Dashami should be rejected, but touched by Dwadasi is perfectly okay. So Ekadasi that is polluted by Dashami is not considered Arivasara. Arivasara meaning Lord does not stay, does not live in the Ekadasi touched by Dashami. Thus one should perform Parana, breaking the fast on Trayodasi. Jagadguru Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has sung, Madhavatiti Bhakti Janani, Yatane Palana Kari. Yatane Palana Kari means that one should reject this polluted Vida Ekadasi. Yatana Kari. So, Yatana Palana Kari. So, that's the. Now, we give the Ari Bhakti Vilas. Skanda Puran also quote this. Dashayai kada ekadashi yatra tatra sannito asuraha dvadasaikyadishi yatra tatra sannito hari. See, dasha ekadashi meaning ekadasi touched by dashami. Yatra tatra sannito asura. Whenever that happens, the asuras reside in that. Whereas Dvadasya Ekadasi, Ekadasi touched by Dvadasi, Yatra Tatra Sannito Hari. Whenever that happens, Hari, Lord Vishnu. So the demons reside in any Ekadasi which is overlapped with Dashami. And whoever fasts on this day achieves negative results. Lord Hari resides in any Ekadasi which is overlapped with the Dwadasi. If someone observes fasting on this day, he receives complete results, which is proper. That is the reason. Now, any person who fasts on Ekadasi, which is contaminated by Dashami, or makes somebody else fast, he has been controlled and bewildered by Sukracharya, the spiritual master of the demon. This should be understood properly. So, this is Aribhakti Vilas. So, always the the asuras, they are trying to manipulate, So especially Ekadasi is so important and they will try to confuse you, So we have to, following in the footsteps of the Mahabhagavas, we will be protected. Now there is a story of Rukmangada. Now this picture may not be that clear, but what you see here, the king, Rukmangada and Mohini, and his son Dharmangada, and then here is other wife Sandhyavali. What has happened in this story is, this is really an amazing story. Um, Vaman Maharaj telling, and Gurudev was also quoted in the Madhavatithi book. Now, there was a king, Rukmangada. He was devoted to Ekadasi, very much devoted. Now, like yesterday we were telling, he was so much, he will uh, put death penalty if anybody does not follow Ekadasi from age 8 to 80. He is very serious. All the cows, animals, everybody, he let them follow. So it was so effective that the 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 hellish planet became empty. The Chitragupta had no work, right? No entering into the computer because nobody in the Narak, right? So that's when, then what happened was, one time Narad Muni went there, and then they told him, this is what is happening. We have no business. And Yamaraj was telling, I want to resign. So in that, is that the case? So Narad Muni took both of them to Brahmalok, Brahma. Then Brahma, when he heard all these things, he said, oh, wait a minute. Inside he was very happy because he is a Vaishnava. That's the way it should be, right? This world also should be like a Vaikuntha, right? Free from anxiety. So if everybody does Ekasi, then we become free from anxiety. So, but to glorify further Ekasi, what Brahma did was, he produced an amazing, beautiful lady from his heart. Beautiful lady. She was so enchanting. She was so enchanting. And then she asked me, she asked, oh, Father, what is my name and what is my duty? She's asking. Because you are enchanting everybody, your name will be Mohini. This is different from the Mohini avatar. But what is your duty? No, you see that Rukmanga, the king, is enforcing very strict, following Ekadasi. You should go and make him break the Ekadasi. See, it's amazing, what an instruction by Lord Brahma to break, because to glorify Ekadasi, not that he's against. So then she came down to Mandara Parvat, and then she was the daughter of Brahma. So she is not very qualified with all the music and everything. She was making that place so amazing that everybody was getting attracted. Then she was praying to Lord Shiva with her musical talent. And then one day, the king was also attracted. He came there, giving a responsibility to his son, Dharmangada. Dharmangada, his son, was just like father, very dedicated to Ekasi, dedicated to Dharma. Sandhyavali also, very, Bhagavats, So Rukmangada came, and then she understood Rukmangada came, and then when Rukmangada saw her beauty, her all talents, he had a desire to accept her as a wife. So he proposed her. She also agreed. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Your name, fame everywhere, and I would like to, and many Dikpalakas, so many devatas, everybody is after me, but I'm not interested in them. That's why I was praying to Lord Shiva. So and then king said, okay, whatever your desire, whatever comes in your chitta, I will fulfill that. He gave the word. Rukmangada gave the word, taking the hand, that whatever you desire, I will fulfill your desire. Oh, okay. Do you have any? No, I will ask. I will not ask now. Whenever time will come, I will ask. At that time, you must follow. You should not think twice. So they agreed, and then he accepted her as a wife, and then he brought to his kingdom. Then introduced. Then many years went by, and then one day he heard that Kartik is coming. Huh? Kartik, like last month, Kartik is coming, and then he said, "I would like to follow Kartik Mas." Injunctions of Kartik Mas. Then she said, "Okay, but I will not be interested. You make your other wife, Sandhyavali, to follow." Then he's okay. Then he heard a voice saying, "Tomorrow is Ekadasi, his son." Huh? Dharmanga announcing everywhere, Tomorrow is Ekadasi, everybody must fast, Otherwise, Marana Dandana, or you leave the kingdom. So when he heard, then king told, this is Ekadasi tomorrow. You should also do. And then she said, no, 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 only for you, I'm not interested. But then she told, you remember, king, you gave a word. He gave a vow that whatever I request, you will fulfill my desire. Yeah, sure. Why not? You ask anything in your desire. Then, O king, I want you not to follow Ekasi tomorrow. Wait a minute. All my life I have followed. That will never happen. That will never happen. No, no, king, you have given your word. If you break it, you become other me. You will have to suffer, in the hellish. No, 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 I will not give. No matter what happens. Then the son came, and the other Sandhyavali came, and they were begging her, please, be considerate. Why do you want to make him break the Ekadasi? He has stood for that, all life. Don't do that. How come you go against your own husband's wish? Don't you understand? No, no, no. Maybe something else. Maybe something else. In the place of that, you ask something else. Then she said, if that is the case, if he wants to follow Ekasi, I want him to kill his own son by his own hand. Cut off his head by his own hand. Then Sandhyavali, that's when happened. That's when Sandhyavali became very morose. Because her own son, only son, she is asking to be cut off his head. So she didn't, because any mother loves his children 100 times more than this father. And they are very dear. And here she is asking. But Sandhyavali is so amazing. She said, "O king, don't worry. For the sake of dharma, I will let you kill my son. Don't worry. But you protect your dharma. Most important, protect the Ekadasi." Oh, then the king also was confused, because how he can sacrifice his own son. Imagine, it's really pathetic. At that time, it's like what happened was like is Arjuna. Arjuna, when Krishna brought, Arjuna told him in the war, right? Mahabharata war, you remember? Then Arjuna told, "Oh Lord, please take me near so that I want to see whom I have to fight with." Then, okay, that's what you want. Okay, Arjuna, Krishna is following the order of Arjuna, he's a chariot driver. Even though he's driving everybody, whole universe depends on him. Here he's acting, the serving mode. That's why we always actually learn that serving attitude from, Krishna, acharyas. We remain always servants. We will never be the masters. So then Arjuna, he went there. Then he saw who? Bhishma Pitamaha, his own grandfather. He has played when a small baby on his lap, playing with the grandfather. Sometimes grandfather is more dear, more near than the father. Father maybe sometimes, chastising, right? But grandfather never, is very loving. And he remembered that, oh, I was playing like this. Now I want to kill him. No, 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 no. I cannot do that. So he fell down. Then he saw who? All children of Krishna on the other side. The 16,108 times 10. Each Krishna had 10 children from each wife, 16,008 times 10. So many. And then he said, killing them is like killing you, Krishna. No, that will never happen. I will never do it. Confused. He really fell down. Gandhi fell down, confused. Tears, and then, the sweat coming out. I would rather run away. So like that. Then what happened? Krishna told Bhagavad Gita, like tomorrow, the appearance, the day when Lord revealed, the Bhagavad Gita. So he gave injection of Bhagavad Gita, 1.5 hour. If you recite Bhagavad Gita, is 1.5 hour. With the injection, he went through the ear, right? Then what happened? Arjuna became very strong, very, very strong. He composed, and then he said, I'm ready, oh Lord Krishna, command. So like that, here the same position. Rukmangada is his father, confused, no, my own son. Then is the Dharmangada telling the glories of Ekadasi. No, father, you follow Ekadasi. You protect. You lifelong you have done it, and Ekadasi will protect you. Ekadasi will protect me. Do not get confused. Do not worry. Don't worry. He like Krishna encouraged him, and then the son gave this word to his father. Handed over. You do it. Don't worry. See. Then the father became like a very composed, like Arjuna, and then he was ready to strike his own son. Then what happened? Immediately Lord Vishnu appeared, and then he didn't let his hand go. He cut out of the hand of Rukmangada, and then he said, I'm so pleased because your dedication to Ekadasi is so strong. Is so powerful, because Ekadasi is not different from Vishnu. So you are so dedicated to me. I'm so pleased. And so he touched him, and then you all three come to the Vaikuntha. So he took in there all Rukmangada, his son, and then Sandhyavali to the Vaikuntha. Then of course there is a story where how people became enraged, especially one Pandit, about Sandhya or the Mohini. Mohini became, you are responsible for all this. You are so sinful. And then he burned into ashes. Burned her into ashes. So that's why if anybody comes obstructing Ekadasi, is really very, 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 heavy, really heavy, No one should come, Of course, they are doing the wrong Ekadasi, we should. But the real Ekadasi, usually the second one is the best one. When 2 days Ekadasi happen, the second one. Because touched by Dwadasi, we saw the previous one. Aribhakti Vilas telling. So, then later on, Brahma has to come. Brahma came because Brahma created her. And then he came and asked forgiveness from an ordinary Pandit. Oh, please forgive. Why? Because to glorify Ekadasi, this is what I did. And in our name, actually, they do the Dwadasi Paran. It happened to Dwadasi in our name. So, the dedication, if one is dedicated to Ekadasi, you see, will be completely protected. Protected by Ekadasi. And we will see in the story of Amrish Maharaj also. So the aim of observing the vow of Ekadasi is actually obtain the loving devotion for Sri Bhagavan. Even though it bestows so many things, amazing, whatever you desire, it gets fulfilled. But the more our cherished desire is loving devotion for Sri Yugal. So when one observes this vow in company of the pure devotees, Dharmopari matir nityam, Krishna bhakti sunirmala, patakairnaiva lipyate, dvadasi bhakti nara. One will start regarding even the 4 mundane goals of human life, economic development, sense gratification, mundane religious city, and liberation to be trivial, and one will receive the pure devotion towards Sri Krishna. See, this is the difference following Ekadasi, because the injection of Gurudev is the injection of the entire parampara, is the injection of even every Mahabhagavad. So if you follow this in their company, in their order, then this this artha, dharma, kama, moksha, usually people, most of them get attracted, and they get confused. We become free from that. We can go above that, going above. Um, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, the fifth one, Panchama. So in this one, ordinary people cannot understand the incomparable glories of devotion for Lord Hari. However, all types of liberation, mystic perfection, and sense gratification follow the great goddess of devotional service of Bhagavan, like the maid servants. Narada Pancharatra. Haribhakti Mahadevya. Sarva Muktadi Siddhei. Bhuktya Chachatu. Tasya Chetikvat Anuvrata. It easily follows. So we don't have to go for that. These are all secondary things. So Ekadasi Vratam Nama Sarva Kama Pala Pradhanam. One should observe this vow of Ekadasi, which fulfill the desires of oneself only for the pleasure of Sri Vishnu. Now, in the Madhurya Kanda of Garga Samhita, like yesterday we were describing, that Bhagavati, Sri Radhika herself instructed to the covered damsels who were in past, the golden Sitas who had attended the fire sacrifice with Lord Ramachandra. So she is telling, or Radha is telling, oh gopis, if you all want to please Sri Krishna, then observe the vow of Ekadasi. There is no doubt that you will be controlled by this. Sri Krishnasya prasadartham kurutai Ekadasi vratam. Do Ekadasi vratam. Tena vasyo avasyo harihi sakshad bhavaishyati na samshaya. There is no doubt in this. You will come under your control. Therefore, the real goal of the vow of Ekadasi vow is the happiness of Sri Krishna, by which it becomes controlled by the devotee. Now, wait a minute. If we do, how is becoming happy? This is a question, right? If you follow Ekadasi, how Krishna becomes happy? So, what is the purpose in Ekadasi? Ekadasi is that we engage all our senses, Jnanendriya, Karma, 5 Jnanendriya, 5 Karmendriya, and then mind completely in his service. That means we are completely, we don't see anything else. You understand? When we don't see anything else other than service to Krishna, then Krishna is, it's like in Bhagavad Gita, it says, when our mind is controlled mind is itself is Krishna. Among the senses, among the birds is Garuda, right? He's saying in the Vibhuti. Among the leaves, in the tulsi, like that, among the senses is the controlled mind. When our all the senses, mind also completely controlled on his service, then he is pleased, right? Because he is the source, he is the owner of all indriyas, right? So he is actually Rushikena Rushikesh Sevana Bhakti Ruchiti. So that's how he is satisfied. And if he is satisfied, we are also satisfied. See, that's the key. If you want to be satisfied, we, no matter what you do independently, we will never be able to satisfy. This is what you can observe everywhere in your own life. So how the key, the rahasya, the secret is to please Krishna through engaging all our senses. Then he is satisfied. Then in the secondary effect is that we satisfied. So that is the thing. Nevertheless, the scripture describe about the freedom from the sins, obtaining the heaven and liberation, freedom from the disease and distress. The reason is for that, in reality, the vow is like a philosopher's stone and desire tree. Okay, if you do Ekadasi, you will have very good health. Your business will go better. Your everything will happen. Win-win situation. Really, Even though, but we don't do this with that desire. Okay, it will happen because you get bhakti. When you get bhakti, you get the other things also. That's why it's like a philosopher's stone and desire tree, fulfilling all whatever you want. Chintamani samahai yesha atavapi nidhi smruta. Kalpa padapa preksha sarva vedopamatava. Narada Purana, Narada Muni saying. Therefore, this vow is capable of fulfilling all the desires of the living entities. The human beings with fruitive desires are ignorant about the glories of pure devotional service. Therefore, all these scriptures first describe the secondary benefit in the outside, to attract, to, it's like, for example, the mother wants to, the baby is sick, right? The son or a daughter is sick. Then now if she directly gives the medicine, what does the baby or the son, mommy, right? It is a little bitter or anything. They don't want it. But what the mother do, intelligent mother, puts it inside a sweet, right? Oh, son, please take. This is very sweet. Oh, thank you, mom. You like me, you love me so much. So disguise, right? Same way, the Vedas are the mother, mother, and they know better, Um, so in this connection, Chaitanya Bhagavat also, also says that Vedas also point toward the heaven because the people are also chasing the same goal. However, this is in fact the compassion of the Vedas toward the foolish. People receive great happiness in the sense gratification. The Vedas see the desire of people's heart and speak accordingly. What is the fault of the Vedas in this? On hearing from the Vedas that by bathing in the Ganga river and by chanting the holy name of Lord Hari, one obtains the wealth and progeny. The people are directed towards them. Somehow or the other, by bathing in the Ganga river and by chanting the holy name of Lord Hari, one will develop devotion due to the influence of those objects. The foolish people cannot understand these intentions of the Vedas. For this reason alone, giving up the devotional service of Krishna, they become immersed in the happiness derived from the sense objects. That's why the association, later on I will show you, even scientifically, you can see it. Even mathematically, it can be proven that association, for a proper association, you can make progress in that. Now, Ekadasham Parityajya. If one abandons the vow of Ekadasi and instead undertakes other vows, then it is like abandoning the jewel that has fallen in one's hand and instead accepting a stone. Tattva Sagar. This is, and yesterday we were saying to follow Ekadasi is not difficult. It's really a piece of cake. But what you get. So we should be very mindful about this. Krutva papa sahasrani brahma hatya satani vai. Ekam ekadesham bhaktya bhavet. One may have committed thousands of sins and hundreds of murders of brahmanas. Nevertheless, one will be purified of all those sins if one fasts on the day of Ekadasi with devotion. Don't look back what we have done. Actually, anybody looks back, then it's it's not a good record. So why bother about it? But look forward. Look forward. Like yesterday we were saying, if this Ekadasi comes only once in 1,000 years, I mean, imagine, many of us will lose. Once in 100 years also, like once in 10 years, 50 years, once in a year also we might get forget, but this is happening twice a month. If one abandons this vow and undertakes some other vow, then factually he will not become happy, and finally the sprout of distress will only grow as a result of all those vows. Actually, Madhvacharya, this is Radha, 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 Gopinath. Yeah. See, Acharya, Mula Acharya, Madhvacharya, is as said, the one and only reason you see distress, suffering in this world He says, I'm repeating, one and only reason there is suffering, distress in this world is because people don't follow Ekadasi. One and only reason, he says, really. And we saw the, in Rukmangada's case, uh, so factually, no danam, no tapa, no snanam, no chanyat, sukratam kvachit. Muktayaiva aveva suru muktavanisya arivasaram. In the absence of arivasara, meaning Ekadasi, if you do not follow Ekadasi, then charity, austerity, holy places, and execution of any types of pious activities do not bestow liberation. Understand? If we leave out Ekadasi and do everything else, is basically zero. It's basically zero. That's why it's very, very important. Arivasara, you cannot. On one side, one time, Brahma, what he did was he took a pan, right? The measuring. One side he put Ashwamedha, Rajasvi, and all other sacrifices, all the austerities and all the great charities on the one side. And then on the other side, he put this Ekadasi Vrata. In this way, Brahma compared both in the balance. In that, the weight of the vow of Vaishnavas who chant the holy name was higher. Ekadasi, way out. So it's in the Padma Purana. Yata Davagniruditi. When the intense fire blazes through the forest, all types of wood, whether dry or wet, burn and become ashes. Right? If the forest fire, even dry or wet, they get burnt. Don't think that wet will not burn. If you have intense fire, that will also burn. So same way, by observing the vow of Arivasara, all the past and future sins, this is amazing. You see here, future sins of the living are destroyed. This is really amazing. Brahma. You may wonder how, that means we are guaranteed, the devotion. Even Sri Yamadeva alerts his messenger that if you want auspiciousness for me, then you should leave alone the person who are observing of the vow of Ekadasi, even if they have committed hundreds of sins. Skanda Purana. Yamaraj is telling the Yamadutas, hey, be careful. Don't go near one who is doing, Ekadasi. So he is saying, Ekadashyam abunja yukta papa satairapi. Even if they have done a lot of papa. Then factually, execution of this fast is the atonement for all these sins and liberates one from the material existence. We might have done so many things, but if you do, that's why you encourage people. If you want to do something good to your friends, family, relatives, you encourage them, Don't say, even if they are doing, eating meat, don't say, oh, relative, friend, whatever. On Dashami, Ekadasi, Dwadasi, right? 6 days a month, please don't do this. And the other days, whatever you want, you can do. But by doing that, they get so much strength. The Sukriti, they will have their in the bank balance, right? The transcendental bank balance so much, then automatically they have enough strength to not to do in other days. So this is this very, very a powerful weapon. Ekadasi is a powerful weapon. Ekadasi vratam yastu bhaktiman kurute naraha sarva papa vinirmukta sa Vishnu riti mandiram. Therefore, if one follows the vow of Ekadasi with the real devotion, then he becomes free from all these sins, even returns to the abode of Lord Vishnu. Five Purana. So, if one hears the stories about the vow of Ekadasi with devotion, even if he hears, suppose if he is not able to do it for some reason, even by hearing and then executing it, or he gives permission, suppose if somebody gives, tell, oh, can I do it? Encouragement, give permission, then create the faith in the heart of other ignorant living entities about the execution of this vow. One becomes free from all these sins and obtain the transcendental residence of Bhagavan Vishnu. with the emblem of Garuda on his flag, So even those people also get benefited, This is really um, how kind, I will tell you, Ekadasi is very, very kind, So there is a story of the Ambarish Maharaj. For example, wait a minute, you told all these things. Now, where is the proof if you ask, right? Like yesterday, I gave you so many examples. Now, in the Bhagavatam itself, there is a proof. Bhagavatam itself. Now, you have heard Ambarish Maharaj story many, many times, right? He was a king. It comes in the 9th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam. And he's doing Vrat, Ekadasi Vrat in the Madhuban in Vrindavan, in Mathura. There is undertakes, and now he has done Ekadasi Nirjal, right? And Dwadasi has come. And Dwadasi day, he has to take Paran, meaning you have to break the fast by taking water if you have done Nirjal, no water, or some fruit, or some rice if you have on a fruit. Uh, Especially offered to the Jagannath or the deities. So prasadam. So that he has supposed that will complete the vrat, right? The austerity. Then he is ready to do that. He is feeding Brahmins. He is giving dan. Dwadasi dan. Ekasi don't give any charity anybody. I will give you an example. Suppose you give a €1 or €10 to somebody, right? On Ekadasi. They go and buy bread, biscuit, something, right? So that's a sin. So you are responsible for that. So your Ekadasi is also finished. You understand? Whereas you do on Dwadasi, don't no problem. If you want to do, better give prasadam on Dwadasi. Or Ekadasi, if you want to do, give some fruit, give some peanuts, or banana like that if you want to do. But especially people who visit in India, right? When you want to give something, so be careful. It will break your own Ekadasi. So Dwadasi Dan is very, very amazing. It gets multiplied many times. So King Ambarish Maharaj doing that. And time is coming up. Another 5 minutes is left for his parna, right? Only 5 minutes. And he wanted to take, he's thinking, taking some prasad. That time, who walks? Durvasmuni comes in. And then the king is very happy. Wow, because he's exalted Brahmana. Exalted. Lord Shiva himself is an Amsha of Lord Shiva. Powerful. He has appeared in Satyuga. He was did so many pastimes. Then in Treta Yuga, did pastimes with Lord Ram. Then in Dwapara Yuga, he blessed Radharani, many pastimes with Krishna. Then he has appeared. Then king said, oh, I'm so happy to see you. Please take my Atitya, please, take the prasadam, bhiksha today. Oh, yes, thank you. I will accept it. But, I have to do my Ainik and morning ablations. I will come back quickly. Then king is said, oh, Brahman, only 5 minutes is left. Be hurry, be hurry. Then Durvas Muni went into the Yamuna river and then he forgot himself. Here the king is in trouble, what to do. Time is running, only few, a minute, 1 minute is left, a few seconds is left, what to do. He consulted all his well-wishers, Brahmanas, Vaishnava, and they told, O king, you have to protect the bhakti. Because bhakti janani, because you have to respect her. But also you cannot disrespect the Brahmana. See, you have to make a compromise, win-win situation. Bhakti janani, Ekadasi is also win, and also Brahmana is also not losing, right? So what did they do? Because he was doing Nirjal, they said, you take water, offer to the Lord, Abhishek, based water, Charanamrit. You take that. That is no sin, take Tulsi, and it's not. It's not like taking food. Taking water is not taking food. And also that will break the ekas because you are doing nirja. So then he agreed, he thought that is the best way, he took it. As soon as he took it, Durvasmuni came. Then he understood because he has that power, reading, seeing from a remote. Nowadays you need cameras, right? Now for such example, he don't need camera. He can see what is happening. He can also hear what is happening from a distance. That's Siddhi. Siddhi Purush. So he saw, he understood, he saw what is it. Then he became very angry. You think you're a big king, and then without offering me, you invited me. First of all, you invited me, and without waiting, without serving me first, you ate. How audacity! You see what I will do? I will teach you. So he became so angry, he created a Vritta, a demon, fiery demon from his jata, from his hair. And she appeared, and then she asking, what is my service to you? And Durvasmuni said, go and burn him, destroy him. Then king is in a, in a very humble situation, saying, please forgive me. This is my mistake, please forgive me. But actually it's not his mistake. So Lord, he has sent Sudarshan Chakra to protect not only him, entire his kingdom. So it became very angry, like Nrsimhadev. Nrsimhadev is manifestation of chakra. He is disturbing my devotee. He is faultless. He is protecting dharma. He is protecting bhakti. He is protecting ekadasi. You think I will remain quiet? It became very angry, and then it burned. It removed. It burned that demoness, because it was like a burning the three world, annihilation type. It came, but for chakra, it was like a mosquito in front of a big fire. Finished, and then because whoever created that, he went after Durvasmuni. Now, Gurudev says why it is running, right? Durva in the chakra, Sudarshan chakra is after Durvasmuni, going here and there. Now he went to the water, thinking it will not bother, it will not come. There also in the water, the water is becoming very steam, He said, oh boy. Then he's running to Brahmalok. Brahma said, no, I cannot help you. I'm under the control, I'm the secondary creator. I cannot go against Vishnu, Vishnu's weapon. So he better go from here. Then he went to the Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is his own manifestation. He said, wait a minute, don't you have senses? Don't you have sense? Why are behaving like this? I cannot help you. Please go from here. So he went to the Vishnu. Vishnu said, oh, you say, go Brahmanita. You are protecting Brahmanas and the cows. I'm asking you, oh Vishnu, I'm asking your, forgiveness. I want, please protect me. Your own, against your own, weapon. Then Vishnu said, I'm sorry, my hridaya, heart is controlled by, the pure devotees. And I am in their heart. They are in my heart. I have no key. I have no control. If you have the key, then only I can open. My key is with them. No, I cannot do anything. Then he said, "Oh Lord, you given a vow that you will protect Brahmanas, and how come you are not doing it?" Then Lord is saying, "Wait a minute. Now, what is the fault of Ambarish Maharaj? Oh Lord, he invited me to take prasadam, and then he ate himself, and then is it not going against his own word? Wait a minute. Where in the scripture it says taking? What did he took? He took water. If he takes water, where does it say taking food? You don't understand scripture. Go, get back. So he sent him back. Then he came back, and here Ambarish Maharaj for a whole year, okay, it took a whole year to come back. He has not taken anything, just on water. He's waiting and he's praying to Sudarshan. Oh Chakra, don't harm him, don't harm him. So like that he was praying. So that is the real Vaishnava. Vaishnava is actually in any situation. Understand? In any situation, he will not get disturbed. He will not. That's why why, because he is carrying like the Abhaya Charanara, Abhaya Charan, right? Like Swami Maharaj's name, Abhaya. One by having him, even the Bhaya, the fear becomes fearful. Fear. Actually. So because he is having Lord, they will become fearless. And here, and then they will not get disturbed either. Like even Jadabharata in the Bhagavatam story, Jadabharata, imagine he is being dressed up, everything, about to be Narabali, killed for the Kali. What did he do? He didn't even blink his eyes. He did not disturb. He did not get disturbed because he was thinking, Lord, oh, if Lord is going to protect me, who is going to hurt me? If Lord is going to come to me as to kill, who is going to protect anyway? Either way, it's okay, I'm safe. Why you worry about it? You see, that determination, So that's what the Vaishnavas, that quality, and we get that because the Ekadasi will help us to progress very fast, the proper execution of Ekadasi. That's why I'm telling, do not hesitate, follow fully, the full potency. If you take full potency of Ekadasi, we also become full potency, filled with full potency of Vaishnavas. So, like Ambarish Maharaj, Rukmangada, and all our Guru Varga, so they were following Ekadasi fully. So then Durvas Muni understood what is Vaishnava, what is the power of Ekadasi. Now in this story, the Parikshit Maharaj is asking a question to Sukadev Maharaj. Oh, Sukadev Maharaj, I have never heard this amazing story. Why? Because anyone cursed by any Brahmana, even Parikshit Maharaj was cursed by a Brahmana boy, right? Yes, to within 8 days he will die. So I've never heard anywhere that the Brahmana's curse is getting neutralized by anyone. How come Ambarish Maharaj was able to do that without difficulty? Even Lord, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna accepts, those curses. But here Ambarish Maharaj was cursed by who? Not ordinary Brahmana, Durvas Muni. But how he was able to neutralize even the curse of Durvas Muni? Because of the Shakti of the Ekadasi Shakti. Ekadasi is more powerful than the Lord. Of course, even though it is manifestation of the Lord, but he has given more power to Ekadasi. Because in the story of Mura, in the story of Mura, see, there was a demon, Mura, like other day I was telling. He was asked the boon of not being killed by Brahma, Shiva, or Vishnu. Then there is a fight for 100 years of fight. Then what? Vishnu getting, then he was, he became very tired, the Mura. Then Lord went away, Then Mura, after waking up, getting some energy, he went after the king and the Lord, looking for him. And he was in a cave taking rest in Badrikashram. Then he wanted to kill. At that time, Ekasi manifested from the body of Vishnu. And and she killed Mura in 5 minutes. So what Vishnu could not do, she was able to do. That's why he was so pleased. But of course, this is a mercy. See, this is the thing. Lord is always looking to bestow be more merciful than the more merciful. That's why he has come himself as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, most merciful. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Cheto Darpana Marjan Bhava Davagni Nirvapanam Shreyava Kairava Chandrikanta. Take the Nam, Arir Nam, Arir Nam, Arir Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalau Nastaiva. Attached with the Nam itself and attach the Ekadasi, and especially on Ekadasi, chant more. I will tell you, it's like, even Brahmastra will be nothing. It will make us very, 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 not that we become puffed up, it will make us more humble. Understand? The more bhakti progress, we become humility, more humility comes, we feel Lord is so great, so merciful. What am I? What am I? I'm insignificant. He has so much mercy. Gurudev, imagine Gurudev will come here, to make us, if he has not come, what is all of our situation? You'll be also going to the bar, this, that, and like anybody else. What is the use? One more life is gone, right? And then next life, we have no guarantee. If it's the same Kali Yuga, especially this Kali Yuga is very, very, very special. Okay. Somehow we all have the human form of life. Even that is from a medical point of view. If you are interested, I can tell you, if you see the process of birth, oh boy, it's very, very rare. What a chance to become a birth, and we have that, somehow, don't even, it's odds of, 1 in trillion to get human birth. And we have that too, especially in this age of Kali. When you come in touch with Mahabhagavat, Gurudev, oh boy, if you miss this, I will tell you, there is no fool more, most, idiot or whatever, than us, really. We cannot miss this. Okay, don't worry about anything else, right? Keep ahead, that I will become, I will try to become pure devotee. I will try to please Gurudev, I will try to follow Ekadasi to the fullest extent. And that's what Gurudev wanted, is it not? I remember one time um, in the parikrama, he told, no anukalpa today, really. Then he said, no, Western devotee. Then, okay, a little bit, like that. So otherwise he was for that, because he understands, because for our benefit, he wants to give us the full dose of medicine. Now we say, no, Gurudev, no, not now. you know, we are, how long we keep on, postponing it, So, like that. So, now this is one thing I wanted to show you. Yesterday, see, if you do Ekadasi, this amazing photo is there. Okay. Okay, this is the baby Krishna. Like some of you have promised, right? I will show you. Right? Yeah. So this is, see, I think many of you might have seen this. Now, in India, actually, one time I was in Houston, last year, I think. They had the house where I was with a devotee, and Gauranga Mahaprabhu. We took them to the temple, put it on the altar, and then program was going on. Became very late, 10:30. Then while driving back, they forgot to take the DT. So he's on the altar. So it's about our, it's in Houston, you have to see far, 2 hours drive is very common. Huh? So to go from one place. So it's already 1 hour drive. It's 11 o'clock. Then they call the pujari that please take care of him. Put him, give him water and rest. Whether he did it or not, he was busy. Well, we don't know. Then anyway, next day we went program. Then again we brought the DT back, and then they put the altar and then put the glass of water covered there. Then a few minutes later, about to rest him, then because he give him water again, fresh water. When you lift the glass, it looks like little lighter because you can get the feeling of the water, right? Full glass versus it was lighter. Then we was curiously opened it. It was half empty. No, half empty. So many of you in India there is one place called Panakal Narsimha in South India. He drinks whatever Panaka meaning is the good water, meaning jaggery water and then lemon, right? This is good water, and that's what Lord Narsingadev accepts. No, you can say Jai Narsingadev Bhagavan ki Jai Radha. So you take good water, right? The lemonade, right? Lemonade. Everybody takes lemonade to offer it to the Lord. That's what speciality about. So you can take your whatever your capacity, half a liter, 1 liter, 2 liter, 5 liter, 100 liter, whatever, right? In like a soligram kind of thing. If they can't, you have to pour into his mouth. When you start pouring into his mouth, like when we drink water in India, you might have seen, right? They drink like this. Then drinking, then good sound comes. You also hear the same sound, and then sometime our mouth becomes full. When it can no longer take anymore, mouth becomes full. Same way it happens to him. Huh? Mouth becomes full. Then at that time you measure whatever you have taken. It will be exactly half what you have taken. Whether it is if you take 1 liter, it will be half liter. If you take 2 liter, it will be 1 liter. If you take 10 liter, it will be 5 liter. If you take 100 liters, it will be 50 liter. Understand? How does it know? Because when you are pouring, we don't know exactly half. Understand? But it's precisely half. Not one time, two times, for everybody. And where it goes, nobody knows. So it is not uncommon. Many places because with love, Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilojani, Santa Sadaiva Vruddhiyesha Vilokani. With love and affection. Like yesterday we were saying, even if you don't find anything, give me mud, okay? Actually, don't think we are giving him nice fruit and all that. We are giving even, maybe mud itself. But we don't see it. The contaminants, we don't see it. The tulsi and he very mercifully purifies it. Now the show you the other one. Yesterday I showed something like some more. This is another one. So this is a Ram Katha is happening, and the the Hanuman, actually they're you have seen this black faced monkey known as Hanuman, the name itself, and is very friendly, very not like other one. And this is the pastime of Rama Madhvacharya, Hanuman, Bhima, and Madhvacharya. They are Madhvacharya is none other than Bhima and Hanuman. Now this is where the Udupi, where Madhvacharya established deity of uh, in Krishna. No? The pastime, probably many of you know, when Krishna left this world, about to Swadhamopagate, Dharma Jnana Dimisa, when he was about to enter his abode, that time he told Uddhava, a deity will float. Huh? You take that and protect it. So it was floating and he put it in a Gopi Chandan, Arjuna. Then Madhvacharya, one day he went for honey and then he found there was a boat coming. It was all lot of like a thunderstorm. The captain was crying for help. Oh, please help! Otherwise, I'm going to drown. Then Madhvacharya did like this. Became calm, quiet the entire. And then because he saved his life, he came and then offered whole boat, whole ship. Please take it. Then he said, I'm a sannyas. What do I need? But he saw the big Gopi Chandan used for a balance. He said, I like that. Gopi Chandan. So he took that. While coming out, the first thing revealed was Balaram. Vadabande on Balaram, because Guru, before Krishna, Guru Tattva. So he established a temple for Balaram first. And then he was carrying and then Krishna revealed. And then he made a temple for this. And this is where, like I was telling you, the Akshay Patra is there in that temple. This is Narahari Tirtha. See, if we read the in the Guru Parampara, this Samadhi. So we have heard about Narahari Tirtha, but we might not have seen his um, is still exists in South India, in Bangalore, near Karnataka. His Samadhi. All our about half of our acharyas are coming from Karnataka, including Rupa and Sanatana, forefathers were from Karnataka. And half of our from Madhvacharya to Vyasatirtha. Now there's so many stories about this Narahari Tirthas, and then you can see, look at this, is stones, how it went there. This is the Gajapati, like yesterday we were talking about. Then this is Vriksha, Shami Vriksha, where Pandavas put all their weapons. This is the Akshay Patra we were talking about. Then this is the Jayatirtha. Jayatirtha is the very, very powerful Acharya. Our Rupa Goswami, they have referred to his commentaries. Then Brahmanya Tirtha. Brahmanya Tirtha is actually Brahmanya Suri. Brahmanya Suri. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati uses that word in the Guru Parampara. So he is the manifestation of sun god. Now, so there is on this Samadhi, Abbur, near Mysore, Bangalore, Mysore area. There is no roof on him. There is no roof on him. So they were wondering, wait a minute, roof must be there on a Samadhi, right? So they wanted to build a roof. At that time, he came in the dream. He asked them, hey, can you put roof over the sun? He can't. So don't worry about it. So even today is like that. But when he was on the Prakat Lila, he has done so many. See, our acharyas, each one, if you hear, our hairs will stand, straight, because it's so amazing. One time, what happened was, there was a king. He had a son, very like Rukmangada and Dharmangada, very pious. And what happened was, his wife left, the queen died, and then he married a new wife, and she was young, and the king was little older, it seemed like. But then the queen was trying to have an affair with the son. He did not like it. You are like mother, don't do this, the other man. But she did not like. She went and complained to the king, saying that, hey, look, your son is trying to abuse me. Then king became enraged. See, when you become angry, we don't know what to do and what not to do. That's why in anger, don't immediately do. Take time. Relax and chant. Or do ekadasi. Then you'll be very clear about it. Huh? So he did not do. He went and he encouraged, and then he ordered his kings, the servants, go and take him, cut off his hand and leg, and throw him outside of our kingdom. And that's what they did. They cut off his hand and leg, throw him out. His own son. And then he was crying. And then at that time, Brahmana Tirtha came there, and he inquired, what is it? And he told, this is what happening. Oh, is that so? Then he took the mud from the Kanwa river and then did mantra, and then put him on the hand, like stuck, right? Mud and water, like this. And then gradually the hands grew up, legs grew up. Even the place also is named after that, So powerful, Acharya. Then the king came to know. Then he realized, wait a minute. He came to know the truth, but it's already too late. It's too late. But so he was worrying. Oh, I'm sorry. I just should have done. Then he came to know that his son is alive. He is healthy. No, even though they have cut off his hand, they have grew back. Wow. He became so happy, received him, and then he gave the donation of the entire village to Brahmana Tirtha. And that's where this Samadhi is there. Like that, each one of our Acharyas' stories are really, really amazing. This one we saw yesterday, right? Now I want to go back. See, this one is the Acharyas, work by Narahari Tirtha. This is Guru Parama, Krishna with the Chaturmukha. This is what I was going to show you. These stones, See, there is a place called Panchamukhi Hanuman. Panchamukhi Hanuman is part of the Kishkinda. How much time we have? 5 o'clock. Okay. So this is the story of Panchamukhi Hanuman, where you can see the stone here. You see the person standing here, and a huge stone, and balanced on these two little stones. You can move this, they don't, So you can imagine how in the world it has happened, right? Even the modern machinery will not be able to do. You can imagine, try to imagine how they have done it. Someone holding it, some putting two stones and then making sure, you see, and it's not a small stone, and then you can see, these, and you can see this also. You see, it's like a game, this small stone there and a big stone balanced, huge. And it's not small. You can see this pole, electric pole, and so many things. It looks like actually like a bird or something, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is the near birthplace of Hanuman. Now, there's a video on it. You can see. Not one thing. See, this is the place where he appeared. Huh? This is a stone everywhere. See, even this so huge, and putting a little piece there. So this is the Kishkinda, birthplace of Hanuman, and then where Wali, so everything is there. Pampa Sarovar, If you come next time, well, we are planning to come South India. This one of the place. There are so many things, you'll really amazed. Now in this place, there is a Panchamukhi Hanuman, like this is what I was started, This in some temples you have seen him, 5 face. Now how it happened is, and he appeared for one of our achari in our sampradaya, Madhu Sampradaya. Hanuman appeared, gave an audience, he appeared like him. So the story is behind is that in the war in the Ramayana, right, in the Lanka, there is a war going on. What stage has appeared is Indrajit has died. Indrajit, Lakshmana has killed Indrajit. Now, then nobody is left, right? Only Ravana is left. Ravana became very angry in his own, because he loved him so much, not because he has real love, because he's helping his sense gratification. That's how the asuras. So he left. Now what to do? It's coming in my way. Then he thought of actually trying to kill Sita also. He went, because again very angry. When you are angry, you don't know what to do or what not to do. Same thing, he went to kill Sita. But a minister, one left minister, he said, hey, wait a minute. Why? She did not kill your son. We should take revenge on the one who killed your son, Lakshmana, not him or her. Then he came back. Then he's thinking what to do. Then he remembered he has other two sons, Airavana, Mairavana. They live in the lower planet, Patal. Right? How they happened? They are the son of Mandodari, and they were born. They were so ugly looking. Ravana himself is ugly. He thinks these children were ugly, so he threw them out. You see, that's so someone took compassion, took them to the Patal and brought them as a kings. And they told, one day your father is going to come and ask your help. Oh, that's very nice. So they were waiting for that. So here that night he went to Patal to ask their help. Then they were so powerful, more powerful than Indrajit, because Narabali, Kali, right? Worship of Shakti. So he said, please help me. You should kill, you should give Ram Lakshman as a Bali, as a Narabali to Kali. You will get so much power. Oh, Father, we have heard they are Vishnu. No, don't do it. They have troubled me so much. Okay, Father, even if we get destroyed by that, because you'll be happy. Okay, so be it. So like that, they agreed. Then Vibhishana knew this, the other brother of Ravana. So he told to Hanuman, be careful. Ravana has gone to the nether world, and is asking the help. He's probably asking the help of, Ravana, and they are very, very nasty. What you do is cover all the Senas and Ram Lakshman by your tail. So he extended all the tail and then covered everybody, so nobody can sneak in. Now, of course, then Hanuman has the power that no mantra, no tantra, no weapon work against him, right? So then the Airavana came in the night time. They tried to put mantra on Hanuman. Nothing worked. Because it's like when you go to the doctor, you give anesthesia, right? When you give anesthesia, we usually forget. Except Gurudev, right? It did not happen, it didn't work on him, So it did not work on Hanuman also. because they give anesthesia through mantra. Through mantra. It's more advanced. Much more, million times more, advanced than this. And many times there are patients who are given anesthesia in the hospitals in this country, around the world. The doctors, they know how to give, but once they give, they have no power to bring them back. There are people who are in coma for 10 years, 12 years, because there is no power. At one time it happened in Tirupati, South India. He was, anesthesia is given and the patient operation is done, but he's not coming back. There is no medicine to come back. Then the doctor is worrying, wait a minute, other patients are there, this bed is going waste. They're thinking like that. But the relatives thinking, no, sir, please don't kill him, I will, no, how many days? 1 day, 2 days, 15 days past, 20 days. Doctor is telling, hey, he's getting angry, but the patients, the relatives are getting worried. They don't want to lose him. Then what happened was they brought one sadhu. They brought one sadhu. Sadhu came, saying, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. He's touching the patient, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama. Within like 4 minutes, the patient started like this, open, and then became normal. So the best, medicine to bring them back from, consciousness is actually the mantra. It really worked there. So Irana came. They give mantra. It did not work. Then what to do? They took the form of Vibhishana, Irana, and then told Hanuman, hey Hanuman, please give me the way. Hey, who are you? I'm Vibhishana. What are you doing here? Oh, I went to take a bath. Oh, so he gave a way, opened a little thing. And that time, Mayravana also in a Adrishya form, in an invisible form entered. Both entered. And they put mantra on all other monkeys. Ram, Lakshmana also, because Narvat Lila, it will not affect, but they are doing Narvat Lila, they get affected, and they're all. Then with their mantra, they dig a whole suranga, right? Big, and they took Ram Lakshman there, very fast, and then to Patal. There they wanted to give me Narvat. Then this mantra will work only for few, minutes like that. Monkeys. Then they all became woke up. Then they saw Ram Lakshmana. Oh, no, Ram Lakshmana. Oh, they started crying. And then Hanuman are there. Hey, what is this crying going on? Hey, Hanuman, we don't see Ram Lakshman. We see a little hole there, big hole. Then please open. Then they opened. Then Vibhishan asking, oh, what happened last night? Hey, you came and told me to get in. Hey, that is not me. That must be Ravana. Oh, Baba. Hey, run quickly. So Hanuman was asked to go inside. And then while going, there is also Sukha and Sari. Not this, our transcendental Sukha Sari. The demonic Sukha Sari. They are discussing. Hey, wait a minute, don't complain me. I heard Iran giving a Narabali. So I'll bring the meat, the human flesh for you. Don't worry about it. So they are talking. Then Hanuman realized. So what's going on? They were going to give Bali, Ram Lakshman, to Kali. So he went inside, and then there he saw a monkey there, small monkey. And then Hanuman said, who are you? I am son of Hanuman. Hey, wait a minute. I am Hanuman. I'm Brahmachari. How I can have a son? You disguise. You are disguising. You must be a demon. No, that's not. Then he said, then as soon as he heard Hanuman, he came running and then hold of the feet of Hanuman. Then, oh father, please hear me this story. What Narad Muni told me. Narad Muni told me that when you are going back from Lanka after seeing Sita, after you find Sita, you were jumping back. That time the perspiration came from your body. It fell into the water. A crocodile swallowed it, became pregnant, and I was conceived, and then they caught hold of crocodile, and then I want to cut it, and when they cut open, I found, and they brought me up as their commander. So don't kill me, please merciful on me. And then that he told the secret of Iravana. Oh father, they will not be killed easily. I will tell you the secret. They have kept their prana, the life force, in the form of light in 5 directions. And one who blows by one breath, then only they will get killed. Otherwise not. So he said, oh, okay. Then he told, Father, as you are devoted to Lord Ram, I am also devoted, because that is your guna, that is your character. I also got that character. But don't kill me. But if they come to know that they feel, it's not good. So you don't kill me. You can bind me up. So Hanuman bind him up, and then he went to the temple. He found Kali temple there. Now, who is Hanuman? Who is the manifestation of Lord Shiva? Right? We don't have time. Otherwise, I would have shown you more the real birthplace. And also the tail is Kali. That's why the tail of Hanuman is very powerful and beautiful, because it is a Parvati. So she was very happy to see Hanuman, and then he's hiding behind the deity, and then people are bringing sweets, fruits, and all that. So he's taking them, and they are all very happy. Oh, the deity is taking today. And then the time came. They brought in Ram Lakshman, and then they said, we are about. And then the voice, Hanuman told them in the voice of Kali, leave them alone. I will take care of them personally. You leave and close the doors. So they all went and closed the door outside. Then immediately Hanuman went and released Ram Lakshman, brought them, and then told what is happening. And then they went, opened the door, and the fight started, because however much fighting, the Irana is not getting defeated. Then he remembered what his son told, and then he told Ram Lakshman, keep on fighting, I will come. So Hanuman went, right? And he found this place where this Deepa, light, 5 direction growing. And then he assumed this form, 5 faces. Hanuman, Garuda, Varaha, Narsingha, and Ayagriva. Ayagriva, Narsingha, Varaha, Hanuman, and Garuda. 5 faces. And then with one breath, right? Is that? And then all. Then he came and he killed, the Iravana easily. Then Hanuman taking Ram Lakshman backside. Then Ram said, hey, wait a minute, I see a monkey here. Who is this? Oh Lord, don't worry about who is this. He says, he's my son. Oh, you have a son. Very good. Bring him. So he brought him down, and then Lord taught him, he told him, you be righteous. And then he made him the king of the Patal, So that's how this, and here we have Raghavendra Swami with the incarnation of Prahalad, like our Vyasa Tirtha. We see Vyasa in the Guru Parampara, we hear Vyasa, Vyasa Tirtha. So his manifestation. And Hanuman appeared to him at this spot, when he did his tapasya for 12 years. At that time, Hanuman also appeared all the Dashavatar to him. It's one of the amazing place. Now, let me see. I want to show you another one amazing thing. Then I will end it. Okay, this is the one. What is this is Avatara Traya Anjaneya. What is this is? You may not clearly see or something. There is a Lord Nrsimhadev appeared, self-manifest Nrsimhadev. This is an amazing place. You remember I was telling you how the Saptarishis did tapasya for 1 week long underwater, and then one breath, come out, take, and then go back again. This is the place where they did. And then here they manifest this deity, which has 3 face of a Hanuman, the hand holding the scripture, Madhvacharya, and his feet is like Bhima. So the 3 in one deity. This one deity. And then this is the place where it's called Nava Vrindavana. Our Padmanabha Tirtha. See, remember Padmanabha Tirtha after Madhvacharya. Padmanabha. Huh? His samadhi is here. And then also samadhi of Vyasatirtha. Huh? Vyasatirtha. So two of our sampradaya is there, and other 9 in the Madhu Sampradaya. Kavindra Tirtha, Vagisha Tirtha, Raghuvari Tirtha, Vyasa Tirtha. And this Vyasa Tirtha again came as the Raghavendra Swami, and his guru is Sudhindra Tirtha. Srinivas Tirtha, Ram Tirtha, and Govinda Tirtha. Their samadhi is their Jiva Samadhi. And you can see this is one of the holiest place for the Madhva Sampradaya. This is all samadhis. And you can see the Tulsi right there. Like I was telling you, Padmanabha Tirtha and Vyasa Tirtha is also to samadhis. It's in a very, very powerful place. The Hanuman is also there, self-manifest Hanuman is called Jagrut Hanuman, meaning is always awake. Jagrut Hanuman. And the self-manifested Nrsimhadevi here. And then Ranganath Swami also. It's very, very hot here. And you can see the Tulsi, how nicely grown up. There is a river going very nearby. And all of them are serving, they're doing their service. In the night time, actually nobody goes there. Nobody goes. Oh. Okay. Jakalpatru Vesha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. So South India has lot of amazing things, amazing things, really. See, you take ghee, you know how to make ghee, right? You make from butter. There's one place near ashram. You bring your own ghee, give it to the pujari. He puts it on the Shivalinga. And as right in front of your eyes, 20 seconds it becomes butter. He gives back, you take the butter, gives back to you. You give him ghee, he gives you back in the form of butter. He's not mixing any chemicals or anything. It's thousands of years every time. There's a place where water, not small, like Navadvip. Many of you have seen Navadvip, right? Almost 1 kilometer wide Ganga. And we go to, the Navadvip, Mayapur, from Navadvip to Mayapur in a boat, right? So their Kaveri is also very much, not maybe that deep, but 3/4. All that Kaveri water comes, flows, and then takes a round, makes a parikrama, and then goes back. Because there, the spot where Mother Sita took a bath, and then when I took her bath, her nose ring fell into the water. Because the nose ring, she told Lakshmana, hey, that is given by my parents, very auspicious. Please, you have to. Then he remembered Hanuman. Hanuman, about 10 kilometers away, he extended his punch, right, his tail, put in water, and then he did like this. He found and then gave it to the Mother Sita. So Mother Sita gave her a new name. Muttu Ettidarai in local language. Muttu meaning the pearl. One who lifted the pearl. Muttu Raya. Now, because Hanuman did like this, even today the water there. So, I mean, if anybody goes, they will not come back. So because of that, all the water, I mean, half a kilometer, 3/4 kilometer, comes and then takes a round. Now, if you go, you may not. What I did was I put like 10 feet long wood stick, water. So you know how it goes, That's how you. So like that, there are amazing place. There's one deity of Krishna where you pour Abhishek, right? Milk. By the time it comes down, water will be one side, milk will be the other side. One place there is a Narsinghadev, the deity is floating in the air even today. He is no support. They looks like support, but actually some Arabs like that to make sure, because they don't tell you everybody. It's an amazing thing. But he's so big. He's as big from here to there. Like this side, big deity, but no support. That's where Prahlad did tapasya for 12 years. His shoe is also there. His suranga is also there. Cave. You know. There is one place in Suranga, where I've been one time. It's so small. Even, I was wondering how I'm going to go through, and people who maybe even our big, somehow they will be able to go through, How, no idea. Even though it's a small, So, like in Orissa also, there's a place, Jagannath Puri, there's a place. If you are a dharma, following a dharma, even though it's a small gate, you can go through. But if you are not following, you will not be able to go. Even if you are small, you will not be able to go. And there is a place where water, you throw stone, it floats. And you throw like a light thing, it sinks. It's the opposite, So like that, and amazing things. You have to see, you have to really, so many amazing things. It really so many places. So if you happen to come, we can show you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited South India, the place where I was telling about the nursing, they putting sweet water, right? Good water. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited even this place. I was showing the stones. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited. This is the place where he hugged those 7 trees. Remember? Ram shot, Tala trees. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went and hugged them and sent them back to Vaikuntha. So the story behind that trees is that when Ram went to have a friendship with Sugriva, right? Sugriva knows Vali is very powerful. He's powerful than Ravana. What did Vali did Ravana? He kept him here, right? And then and then even Vali was not able to take the leaf of the tree and then make a hole. See, so powerful. They were more powerful than the Vali, those trees. They were Rakshasa, Asuras. They were doing tapasya to become Brahma, those 7. So Sugriva said, wait a minute, if we can pierce through this, which Vali cannot even touch, then I understand Ram can easily defeat Vali, With that mind, he told them, oh Lord, and apparently they were not in line. They are not in straight line. They are here and there. So Ram said, okay. So Ram took a shot arrow, and then these arrows are not mundane material thing. They are also, have a jiva, a consciousness. So, came back. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he was compassionate, most merciful, the most merciful avatara, Mahavadana, Krishna Prema. So he took compassion on everybody, and then he hugged them and then sent them back. That is the place. This is the place where he did that. So like that, and he went to the place where the Brahma Samhita was revealed. That's also there in Kerala. Like that, many amazing places are there. So I think its time is up. Yeah, few questions if you have. Okay. Vanchakalpatarubhaiko passing. Sitanam Pavanam. Yo Vaishnavi. Um, Ekadasi, Titi Rasa ki Jai. Ekadasi is tomorrow. Uh, if you want to do Ekadasi, like Nirja, right? Tonight, don't take food. You can take now, prasadam. Then brush your teeth. Huh? Today itself, tonight, when we go. Then tomorrow you don't have to do. Huh? Don't use soap. There, even though there is alternatives like the mud from the Yamuna or from India. There's something the technical name or stick, neem stick, or the powder for thing. There's some alternatives. Pure aladi, some sendanamak, pitkari. You can mix that. You can make a powder. Do that. Then Dwasi day also morning. Don't brush. You can brush later. Take the bath later. Then Parna. After doing Parna, then you can do. Parna is around 8:40 to 11, something like that. Because your sunrise is probably 8:30. Is 8. So you have a lot of time. Maybe more than 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Parna time on Tuesday, right? Tuesday morning. So then do not have fear that you should not have fear. Oh, I'm not taking water. Yeah. Actually, Krishna will help you. You will not have a problem. If you have any medical problem, that is excuse. Lord will excuse it. Don't force yourself. But if you are healthy, if you are capable, you should do. Then you get confidence. Oh, wait a minute, it's so piece of cake. And that's what happened in Bangalore. I was telling one even children, and they were dead. And then once they do, they get confidence. Wait a minute, it's nothing I can do. So like that, if the children also let them encourage only fruit till noon, okay, don't take. Then afterwards some fruit, evening maybe, like that. If you encourage them, you get lot of benefit. And we make progress in the bhakti, very fast. And you can so many things as we discussed. Yeah. Monday. Yeah, you're coming for Harikatha, so yeah, yeah, yeah. So I wish all of you the best, and Gurudev will help you, will empower you, and it will pleasing him to him, right? Main thing is pleasing to Gurudev. So what is Hare Krishna?